We will continue our four-part investigation into Terra Dotta software by asking Jack about faculty. Now, you might think that faculty would be hesitant about adopting an online platform, but he actually paints a very different picture.
I would say overwhelmingly the faculty have been incredibly supportive of moving from a paper system to an online system. I think timing it, doing it in 2011, 2012 when we were implementing it, people were ready for this. If you tried to do this back in 07, 08, you probably had a little more pushback just because doing things online was still a little bit more unusual, managing all of this. We had no pushback from faculty, so they were really ready for this. Both the faculty who are new to study abroad, and then when we say this is how we do it, as well as faculty who have been doing it for some time. I, again, couched it all in terms of this is a service product for you. This will make your life easier. When you sit down with a student and you're interviewing a student and you are approving a student for a program, as we do have some faculty interview and approve, it's a login and a click. No signatures, no papers, no leave it in my box and then, oh, I lost it, or I come back and get it, or most faculty are more than ready to get rid of some of those pieces. From a training standpoint, having particularly faculty that are well established at the institution, at any institution, and are well established in international education, shepherding them tightly through the implementation process in that first cycle is really important. And that's where we did individualized trainings with these various faculty members when we first implemented it, and I stressed to my team that we need to be at their beck and call when they don't quite remember something or don't quite understand something. And we have done that. And so it has been a very quiet process.
Now, faculty are not just involved in sending students abroad. In many cases, they themselves might be the ones traveling for a variety of reasons. Terra Dotta can help you monitor this, but Jack specified that you need to be aware that making this request is different than just asking them to fill out a student recommendation form.
I think the big factor on the risk management side isn't really managing students. Most faculty are actually quite helpful and happy to help you manage student records. Choosing to manage faculty travel abroad for research, conferences, etc., is a completely different conversation. And institutions need to decide if they want this system to do that, and if so, how they're going to, I'm using air quotes, force faculty to register in the system or encourage faculty to register in the system. You could take as hard a line as saying no reimbursements for university accounts without having been registered in the system. LMU hasn't chosen to take that path, but that would be kind of the strongest position, and that would be the only real tether that an institution would have is, well, you don't get your money back on your reimbursements unless you've registered in the system. Most faculty would not avoid registering willfully. It's just not on their radar screen.
So I asked Jack the natural question of what his office asks of LMU faculty.
What we do is we really just kind of want to know where they're going to be and from what dates. We're not interested in the mechanics of what they're doing there, whether they are presenting a paper, whether they're attending a conference, whether they are teaching abroad, whether they are doing research abroad, at this point is a non-issue. So it is a general faculty staff registration link that really doesn't have any verbiage that specifically connects it to any particular identity or purpose for going abroad. So it's literally a drop-down menu of geographic location and a start date and an end date, and submit. We're not in the process of validating. And I think that's a key issue, is that faculty don't want to feel like a study abroad office is thumbs upping or thumbs downing their travel. That's not our job.
So you might find that your faculty are actually ready to do all of their interaction with your office via an online platform. As long as you keep your request to logistical basics, you probably won't have much pushback. However, if you're looking to use Terra Dotta as an approval tool for travel or research of faculty, you might want to think about purchasing a second license so there aren't conflicts with the study abroad one.